Happy hump day, everybody. Did y'all miss me? I missed y'all so much. This has been the longest 2 weeks, so I'm make sure I don't do that again, okay? But today I have an amazing guest. I have the Marlena Cooper here with me today. Today's topic is high heels to hard hats. We're going to talk about her journey, how she started working in the industry, and all of that. She is so much freaking fun. She's a lot of fun. So we're going to have fun today. Welcome, Marlena.
Thank you. Hey, y'all. I'm so glad to be here. I'm excited. Getting my intro into being a fearless female.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm so happy. Thank you so much for inviting me. Like, I am a loyal watcher, so I'm glad to be in the hot seat today.
Yes. And it's juicy today.
I know, right?
And we spreading your juice, though.
Oh,
yeah.
All of it?
All of it.
Okay, well, let it overflow. I'm living in the overflow, so I'm ready for it.
You living in overflow?
Yes.
I love that. What does that mean, to live in the overflow?
For me, it just means that I'm living in all God's goodness and all God's grace. I'm just taking in everything I have, and I've got so much of it, I can't just give it all away to everybody. I'm just living in the overflow. I'm doing everything I can to take as much in and put as much as I can out.
I love that.
Yeah.
Living in the overflow.
Yeah, girl.
So,
overflow of blessings.
Overflow of blessings. So I know you're a blessing to so many people.
I try to be.
You really are. You really, really are. I know you're a blessing to a lot of people because it is so organic. It's so natural. I know that because you don't really meet a stranger. You meet somebody and it's almost like Marlena makes you feel like you've known her for 5 years.
We good and family.
Yeah, that's how you are. You like that. You have such this contagious spirit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're so loving. You're so giving. So where does that come from? Like, how did you end up being like that? Because everybody's not like that. You know
well,
that, right?
I am just a girl from Jefferson, Texas. I try to always be authentic to who I am and where I came from. And my family has been in that community for over, 80 years. My grandmother is still in the same community that she was born into, and it's just a long line of people that I care about that I grew up with. And it's just been like, reach one, teach one, help the next person, help your neighbor, everybody's family. And I think that just comes from growing up in a small community. So when I come to a big pond like Houston, it's like, okay, you just meet people and you latch on and you just, be authentic to who you are.
Growing up, did you know that you were bigger than Jefferson, Texas?
Yes. Yes. I
and so
always
just
knew
pause.
that.
Jefferson, Texas, for people who aren't familiar, it's East Texas.
East Texas,
A lot of-
population 2,199.
You know,
and counting.
Yeah. And, it's a part of Texas where people tend to generalize. They normally say East Texas. They normally don't say Jefferson.
Yeah.
I mean, you do,
Yeah.
but a lot of people say, oh, I'm from East Texas. I have a lot of people from East Texas. I live from Dallas originally.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of
okay.
people from East Texas and Jefferson, Texas. So we
Yeah.
got to talk a little bit more about that.
I'm telling you, the thing about Jefferson is I have been able to be so blessed to have a really good ancestry account and really good family that support our ancestry account. And we found our slave papers from when we were brought on the boat to Jefferson. So my lineage goes as far, back as 1864. You know what I mean? So Jefferson is not only home for me. I mean, that's just where I began. That's where everything about me began. And I think I still just pull from those things. So I don't like to just say I'm from East Texas because I am so proud to be from Jefferson.
Right.
If nobody else is from Jefferson, I'm proud that I'm from there and my family is from there. So shout out to all my people in East Texas and Jefferson and Marshall,
You know you are. You know who you are. So you're saying growing up you knew that you were bigger than that, though?
Most definitely. I was always one who wanted to be the show. Like, you know what I mean? I wanted people to know that I had something to bring to the table. I'm the fourth of my mom and dad's kids. They had us all kind of spread out. So by the time they had me, they were a little bit older. So it was more like, oh, just put out there and see what's going to happen. So I took voice lessons, piano lessons as a child growing up. I started my business singing when I was 11. You know what I mean? And from there, I just started trying to find little ways to be an entrepreneur and to really just show up and show out. So I always, even in high school, I was like, what can I do to be in front of the stage? I wanted to be in front. I wanted to make sure that people were able to hear my story, hear what I was about, see what I could do. You know what I mean? Because my thing is always about if I can tell what I've done or if I can tell what I'm going through, then everybody else is going to be great. So that's just been my whole thing, even since I was young.
How did you get into the hard hat industry?
Okay, it's so crazy. I kind of backed my way into construction. So for me, We didn't have a whole lot of money. We were good, but my dad would put us on the back of the truck and we would ride through these expensive neighborhoods on the weekends on our way to like these junk sales or these segundas. And so on
What's
our
a
way,
segunda?
a segunda, secondhand store.
Okay.
Okay, shout out to all my Hispanic listeners.
Segunda.
The
Okay.
Segunda. So when we be on our way, like we would look at all these $1 million houses and these expensive houses, and my dad and my mom would be like, "Look at what's on them. You see, this got the brick, or this has wood. And look at where they put them, and the rich people live here, and this and this." And you know, I started thinking, well, I could be one of those people. And how can I do that? And I want to build my house with these type of things. So from there, it really started into DIY. And from DIY, I just kind of grew up. I got a master's degree in community and economic development from the University of Central Arkansas, and I started kind of doing land planning for the state of Arkansas and doing economic development projects. And I thought, well, I don't just want to bring in the jobs. I want to build the buildings that the jobs are in. So from there, I just started working in residential real estate. And just met some other builders who saw my potential. I had no experience, trust me, none. But God is faithful. And so they saw my experience, and one guy told me, he said, well, why don't you come run my company? And it started from there. And the crazy thing with High Heels to Hard Hats is this particular person I was working for, I was running their company. We had built 160 homes in a year. And he said, well, you're only worth $65,000 a year. Nobody's going to ever pay you more than that. And I said, no, I'm going to build houses. I'm going to make way more than that. He was like, no, you're going to work for somebody, and you're going to build houses for them. And I thought, okay, well, this is it. I'm leaving today. So I packed my stuff, took myself out, and I started High Heels to Hard Hats. And it all just came from me wearing heels on the site every day and not having an understanding of, you know, being a woman, not meaning that you can't be feminine on the site. You know what I mean? I wanted to keep my femininity. I wanted to be looking good. So for me, it was like, I can step all over here just like y'all are doing, but I can do it in a pair of heels. I don't care if it's a pair of booted heels. I don't care if it's a pair of Christian Louboutins. I'm going to walk this site with you, and I'm going to make sure that everything that I'm doing is right. So I'm putting out a quality product. And that's kind of where High Heels to Hard Hats came from.
Let's pause.
Yeah.
Literally, so you were an employee.
Yeah.
And so basically he was saying, like, don't expect too much more than your salary.
This is what you worth.
And it was just a casual conversation. You weren't trying to get a promotion.
No, I was just talking to him about the future of the company and where it was going and what I saw for him. And for me, it was always, you know, when I was working for that particular person, it was my vision to really help him grow. And God kept telling me, you know what I mean, like, you doing the wrong things, you pushing the wrong things, and nothing was, you know, it was just so much confusion. And I'm like, let me stop. Let me kind of tell him what my vision for the company is. And he said, well, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? This is what I pay you. This is what I want you to do. And everything you're saying is good, but I'm not going to give you credit for it. You know what I mean? This is my business. And if you want to get some credit for something, go get your own or go work for somebody else.
So how was it? Okay, so an abrupt stop.
Yeah, he never thought I was going to leave.
It wasn't like you planned it out like a year.
No.
You like stopped immediately?
I stopped immediately. I had, and the crazy thing was, I had cried the November before. This happened in May. I cried the November before, and I was just telling my mom, you know, I want to build houses. I want to be in construction, and nobody will let me. And she was like, will you stop? Nobody has to let you do anything. You need to do it. And I was just like, well, what am I doing? And she was like, I'm done. Figure it out. And so from that point on, you know, I was just like, well, what am I? And I kept being in turmoil with it. And it was that day when he was like, this is all you worth. So no, you're not going to ever be able to do this for yourself. Somebody's just going to pay you to make them look good. And it was like, nope.
How many years ago? How many years ago has this been?
8.
Have you seen this person since?
I have. I started my company, and at that time I was married. I literally had $138 in the bank. I had no money. Like, I didn't know how we were going to pay rent. I didn't know how we were going to do anything. I just knew that if I believed in myself and what God had promised over my life, that everything was going to be fine. And like, my life has been a faith walk. And so for me, High Heels to Hard Hats is an opportunity to provide this same faith walk for other women who want to do more, who want to be more than just working in the back office of somebody's construction company, who wants to be more than just the cleaning company at the construction site, who wants to do more than the admin side. Mm-hmm. You can hang sheetrock. You can be the master electrician. You can be the master plumber. You know what I mean? And that's what High Heels to Hard Hats is all about. You can do all those things being a fearless female.
Fearless female.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, because a lot of times we plan and we're scared.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing and we're still scared to take the risk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All the
But,
time.
to have such an abrupt, like, okay, but having an aha moment and saying, you speaking this BS, and I know it's so much life in me. You're speaking so much nonsense, and it'd be like, you know what, I'm bigger than that, and really realizing that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we don't realize our self-worth. We don't realize our value. We start believing what people say about us.
Yes.
Like, I'm only worth $65,000.
Yeah.
I can only be a great employee.
Yes.
I can only help somebody else's vision grow. And the fact that you saw that, you know what? No, this is showing me that this man is not about my vision.
At all.
This place is not for my vision. I need to create my own space and place for that.
Yeah. And I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Well, $138, that's shout out to the 138.
Okay,
no,
shout out
seriously,
to the 138.
Because I love it how God always take the least and make the most out the least.
Yes, he does.
That's what I love the most about it.
My first year in business, I grossed $137,000.
You better hush.
I'm not kidding you. God is so faithful, and he showed me that the number that he took me from that everybody thought was going to be my bottom number, was going to be it for me, was the number that was going to increase me over 365 days. And so that's why I am faithful today to what I do and the vision that I was given, because it's no other way that these things could have happened. I stand here today, with seeing things I never would have imagined, all because I took a chance on me.
You took a chance on you.
Yeah, and that's when I talk to you all the time. I love that about you, because you just take a chance on you, and that's what being fearless is all about.
It really is. He's betting on you. He's betting on you even when you're doubtful.
Yep.
And the fact is, we all have those doubtful moments.
Of course.
We do, but the difference between a fearless female and just an average female is that we try to put the doubt to the side and focus on the good.
Yeah.
Because we all have those moments where it's like, was this a good idea? Is this gonna work?
Yep.
We all have that's the truth.
Yes.
But then you say, no, I'm gonna make this work.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even entertain, is it gonna work? No, I'm gonna make it work. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes we gotta reconfigure some things, scratch off some stuff.
Absolutely.
Do some things a little different. It don't happen the way in which we thought.
Yes.
We have to take a new route.
Yeah.
Because I've rerouted so many things so many times.
God.
But I end up to the destination.
Yes.
That's the key.
Yeah. It's just about getting there. Like, I just feel like for people, I've had so many things happen to me, so many different people, and just things happen, life, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, as long as you get to where you want to be, that's what matters, and all that other stuff is just a part of your story.
It's just part of your journey. What 3 things can you attribute to your success? Like 3 principles or 3 characteristics about yourself that you say, you know what, this has been a part of my success. For instance, for me, one thing that I know the reason why I'm successful is because I'm a student.
Yeah.
I'm always learning. I don't care how long I've been in the industry. I don't care how old you are. I learn from young people all the time because they are innovative. They have fresh ideas, and they're risk takers. Another thing I can attribute is the fact that I'm risky. Yeah. I'm not as scary as some people. And I know that I'm a risk taker because one day I asked myself, why are you such a risk taker? Like, you gravitate to risk. Like, safe bores me,
Yes.
And I know it's because my mom was a risk taker. I remember being a little girl, and a lot of stuff she did to me did not make sense because she wasn't doing things that my friends' moms were doing.
Yeah.
And when you're younger, you want to just do what everybody else is doing.
Absolutely.
And I would come home and say, Mom, why we doing? She was like, we got to make it happen. But that's why risk is so embedded in me, though, because my mom always...
She's an entrepreneur.
She's always been a risk taker, though.
Yes.
So I know that's why that's me. And then another thing is I attribute my success to just hard work. Just being a hard worker and always wanting excellent. Like, mediocre or average is never good enough. I always want a little bit above that.
Yep.
And so those are the 3 things that I can attribute to my success. What would be your 3?
I think the first thing is, just my relationship with my family. Family support has just been one thing that's always pushed me. I have 2 siblings with PhDs that, are land planners and agriculturalists. My family supports me in ways that I have never been able, to understand why. So just knowing that I have that backbone and that support for me is just something that just allows me to just fly and flourish. The other thing is I'm a risk taker. I am all about risk. I think that for me, people always laugh because they always say I love I'm a thrill seeker. You know what I mean? And I always want to just see what's going to happen. And so, maybe I've started so many things and they all haven't worked out, and that's, life. But I'm going to try it. Right? I'm going to try it, and sometimes I'll go for broke sometimes just to see. And if it click, it click. And if it don't, we'll reconfigure and we'll try again, but that's always worked for me. And the last thing is just having a good spirit. I really think having a good heart and just genuinely having a love for people is what continues to make me grow and just be better. I genuinely have a compassion for people and want to help people, and I like people, you know what I mean? So for me, just being able to be around others and be able to encourage them, it worked for me.
It does. I mean, I remember, first of all, I met her in a hair salon. Jerome was doing her hair.
Hey,
and I just remember, I know I work here every day, and I know this lady is new, but why is she acting like she been in this salon 5 years? And then not in a bad way, but it was just such a sense of familiarity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know I ain't been on vacation 3 months. And so I said to Marlena, I said, now how long you been coming? And what did you find them at? She was like, Instagram.
Yeah.
And I've been here 2 weeks.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, the 2 weeks feel like 2 years. But that's just her personality, her spirit. And it's so organic. It's not forced. It's natural.
Nah, yeah.
It's natural. And either you like her or you don't. But most people love you.
Yeah.
Most people do love you.
Yeah. What you gonna get.
Yeah, but I'm like, that is just you.
Yeah.
That's just you. You just like that person I've been knowing you. You've been a friend forever. You just have that personality. But not only that, what I loved about you when I met you is the fact that you just was a natural giver.
Thank you.
Natural giver. I mean, in this day and age, people love to talk about negative things like jealousy and hate and people being selfish, but it's always so refreshing.
Yeah.
When you meet just genuinely good people. And I'm sure that's attributed to your, your rural upbringing, because everybody's a neighbor, meet a lot of strangers, where sometimes people in the city, we tend to be a little more apprehensive. Wait a minute, hold on. Are you all right? But that's just a good thing. It's so refreshing.
Thank you so much.
Keep shining your light.
Thank you.
Keep spreading that love, because we need it.
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I'm excited to be able to share this space with you and be able to share space at the Fearless Female Weekend Retreat.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited about this retreat.
I'm gassed up and ready to go.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a month away.
Yes.
It's 1 month away. I can't believe it, because I've been planning this since June. So I feel like a bride, right? I'm like, countdown. I'm like, now what I'm going to wear, how I'm going to do my hair.
But what led you to this? What brought this retreat together for you?
For me, I guess, I know for sure, being a hairstylist, I've been a hairstylist. I've been doing hair since I was 14. I have never had another job. I worked at Dairy Queen for about 2 weeks. But I never had another job other than this. Mm-hmm. This has been my only job. So let's say in the last 25 years, I've seen so many women. Whether they've been my clients, my mom's clients, or my coworkers' clients. But the thing that I keep hearing is, oh, I'm so happy for you. I wish I could do that. But why you can't?
Yeah.
I appreciate the love, the support, and the congratulations and things like that. But it be little stuff but why you can't do that?
Yeah.
Or why you can't go on vacation? It be something as simple as, I wish I could go on vacation. You can. Plan for it.
Yeah.
Pay on it for a whole year. Little things are, I wish I can go back to school, or I wish I could start a business. And I kept hearing that. I'm like, stop wishing and start doing. Stop wishing and start doing. So I started doing these little intimate dinner and dialogue. And we just started having candid conversation. Because I really want to know, what are some struggles of being a woman? What are some areas that we struggle in? We struggle with being in a relationship.
Yeah.
We struggle being moms. We struggle being daughters. Yeah. Especially you have a relationship with your mom and your family. So as a woman, we wear so many hats, but then also, most of us aren't stay-home moms anymore. Right. A lot of us are in the workforce, and we actually executives. We have high positions. So trying to manage all of this, a lot of times we forget about us.
Yes. Yes.
We forget about us. We forget about what we like. We forget about what we enjoy, because we're so busy sacrificing for others. So the Fearless Female Retreat was like, you know what? Let's create a weekend in Houston. I mean, I was seeing it in New York and DC, but I'm like, it's a very affluent community of women here.
Absolutely.
Who have the means.
Yes.
And the resources. Let me do it right here in the backyard. Make it convenient, make it easy. Let's go to the wilderness somewhere that feels like it's away, but it's still close enough. And really retreat, really break away, and really meet some new people.
Yes.
I am a firm believer in relationships. I believe a lot in relationships, and I believe that, hard work and effort gets you so far, but relationships can kind of boost you
Yes.
and allow you to skip over some things
They
and some
take
people.
you to the finish line.
And so I was like, you know what? Let's create a weekend where people can be awesome, celebrate being awesome,
Yeah.
celebrate being bold, doing something courageous, but not only that, being connected,
Ooh, I'm
connecting with some other people. So that's where it pretty much came from, and it's been fun. It's been a fun journey. So now I'm at a point where, what's next after the retreat? Like, what's next?
The follow up.
Because I don't want it to be a one-time thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or even if it's a once-a-year thing. How are we going to stay connected from March to March?
Yes.
So that is what I'm, building upon now. And how do I keep these women connected to some amazing women? And how do we hold each other accountable?
Yes.
That is what it's really about.
Absolutely.
Accountability. So we're going to see. But it's going to be fun. I just have some amazing people who have backed me in so many areas, whether it be like, the planning team, whether it's the, the facilitators, amazing sponsors like yourself, even the people who just registered, just believing in me, taking a risk on me. I'm excited about that.
I am so excited.
The unknown, this is something that I haven't done before. So you betting, you gambling on me, but guess what? I always bet on black.
Yeah, okay. And you performed, okay? You showed up.
I definitely try to perform.
Yeah,
I definitely try
and
to
everything
perform.
else you've done has been so awesome. Icon has just grown in ways. I remember seeing that when I first moved here, and now
Really?
it's just like grown beyond anything I could have ever imagined. So once you put your finger on it, honey, it's going to be awesome. But I cannot wait to get in the room with all these wonderful women and just really hear their stories and be able to motivate them and, just hear some of the other things that people have to say. Candace easily going to be on the panel.
Yes, she is.
So
I love
I'm so
Candace.
excited. Yes. So I'm just looking forward to all I can get, and even just spending more time with you and being able to be, in this space and support you in the things that you're doing. You know what I mean? Because that's what's really got me going. I just can't wait to see what you're going to do next. I don't know.
No, I appreciate that, Marlena. I really, really do. I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate the excitement. And I know you Team Keita. Like, I know you are. You like, send me the flyer. What's this? What's that? And I love that. I love that. Your energy, it's always funny. Like, God always says, it's strange we're working. He always sends people on those days where your energy level is kind of like down. But when you talk to them or you text them, they calibrate your energy. Because everybody, we have these days of up and down.
Yes, we do.
But it's like you always text, and some other people always text at the right time. Like, okay, I'm excited again.
Yes,
like I'm
that's
excited
what I want
again.
you to be.
No, so I'm super excited about it. Being fearless is it's not a movement, it's a lifestyle.
It is.
It's not a movement. It's just not just for just today or for a week or for a month. It's not trendy. I don't want it to be a trend. I want it to be a lifestyle. I want us to be fearless in our pursuits of happiness.
I remember when you first started talking about being fearless, it was so crazy because I was at this really transitional point in my life, and I had like a hysterectomy at 36, and it was just like, what am I going to do? This is how I have to present myself. And I remember you posting something, and it was just like, what you are is not who you are. And I'm just like, okay. And then you were like, fearless female. And I just took that whole fearless thing, and I was like, I don't have to be scared of anything. I don't have to, be scared of what I've become or what has happened to me, because I'm bigger than that. And so just following, all the words of motivation that you say, they really hit home. You know what I mean? For me, especially going through these things, seeing another woman who is like, it don't matter what I've been through. It don't matter what you've been through. You know what I mean? Together, we gonna make it. And I'm gonna support you through that. So,
and going back to the hysterectomy, society has a way of portraying womanhood, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, if I have a hysterectomy early, or if I can't have children, or if I'm not married by the age of 40, it's almost like, well, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
It does. And those things society tends to define us. We have to be renegades. We have to be unapologetic and say, no, that's not who I am.
Yes.
And even though I married at a young age and I have children, but it always bothers me when people aren't married, or if people don't have children. It's like, well, what's wrong with her? That, and people do that. People do that. It's like, no, I define who I am.
Yes.
And if nothing's wrong with me, I'm waiting for the right moment, and I'm going to love all other people's children.
And that's what I see with you. You always got somebody else's kids. And I'm like, I love all these other people's kids. And I saw that with you. And I'm like, these are her kids too, you know what I mean? And you just got to embrace where you at in the moment. And I just love the relationship you have with your little sister, you know what I mean? And all the pearls, and you just embrace them. They yours, you know what I mean? And they know they yours. And I love that. And that's what I'm trying to just come more into, you know what I mean?
Living in the overflow.
Yep, living in the overflow.
I'm still in there.
Yes,
Don't be shocked when you see that, because
I'm not.
I always think, and maybe I have to reflect too much, but I always think about, like, why am I like this? Or I always say, why do I move like this? I just think about all the regular people who poured into me.
Yeah.
Not no celebrities, and just regular teachers
Yes.
and aunts. And, like, I have an aunt, my Aunt Sonia, who just always is like my mom's baby sister. She always just loved on me. It was just always that encouraging force or the encouraging word. And so I just think about how that encouragement did so good for me.
Yeah.
It worked for me. And we need to say I love you more, or you can do it more. We need to pat more girl, and not just your kids.
Yes,
Other
everybody's.
kids. Yes. Because I think about all the outside influences that shape me. Shout out to my mom, my grandmother, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
But the other people who loved on me,
Yes.
you know, so that's what I'm just trying to do. I'm just trying to love on these girls and let them know that, you know, the best is yet to come.
Yes.
The best
It
is yet to
is.
come. And I'm enjoying so much working with the Icon Pearls. They have been in existence for 7 years. But this year, I don't know. I maybe because Tasha, my baby sister, is a part of it now. I don't know what it is, but this year I really have a real affinity for them. Like, I'm enjoying.
But they were so happy at St. John's. They
Oh,
look so
man.
cute.
And girl, at brunch, we hosted a brunch at the house. It was pancake and praise afterwards, but I don't know. It's just been good.
I'm so
it's been
happy
good.
for you.
And God always creates a shift in your life to make you appreciate different things at different times.
Mhm.
Maybe 5 years ago I couldn't appreciate it like I do now, but
Yeah.
I'm so appreciative to all the moments.
That's wonderful. I'm excited. I can't tell you enough.
So tell me this. You just came back from, you know, I'm a girl who loves to travel. Let's
Okay,
talk about
come
how
on.
this turn up is. You know, we work hard, but we play hard.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I try to travel at least every other month. I'm trying to get out of town, but I'm trying to go to places that are, you know, exotic and authentic. So I just got back from Antigua, Guatemala.
I saw that. How long were you gone?
I was only there for 4 days. I don't do long trips. I just a good time, not a long time. Okay, that's me. But it's a straight shot from Houston. Beautiful cobblestone streets. Salcedo de la Cruz across on the hill, so you can see everything. Beautiful volcanoes and mountains and all this, you know, beautiful architecture. It was beautiful. It was refreshing.
So what's your next trip?
Cartagena.
Colombia.
Yes.
I keep hearing about that.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Get on board.
I keep hearing. I'm like literally. It's funny how like vacations trend. Like
Yes.
one moment you haven't heard of something, then all of a sudden it's like a buzz.
Yeah.
Because like I noticed lately, I went to Cayman Islands like over 10 years ago on a cruise.
Oh, it's popping now.
I see that. I'm
yeah,
like, okay.
The Caymans is popping
I
now.
see that. I'm like, okay, that cruise was enough. That little bounce in and there. Like you really got to go to the Caymans.
Everybody wants to be in Grand Cayman.
Yeah. And then like another place I see trending. It's Turks and Caicos, but it's funny how different things just trend at different times.
I was in Turks and Caicos last January. It was awesome. I would tell anybody to go. If you haven't been in years, you need to go back.
Yeah, it's been like 4 years, but I definitely need to go back.
Oh, no, the island has changed. So
Okay.
you need to get back over there. And Nicaragua is another place that people be overlooking.
Yeah,
you
see,
know,
that definitely wasn't on my radar.
yes,
Yeah.
Nicaragua is a beautiful place. You want to see turquoise water? Get over there.
Really?
Yes,
So you do a lot of travel
beautiful.
within South America?
I do.
And why do you pick that region?
Culturally, it's just beautiful. The architecture, just I like the food. I like the people.
Quick flight too.
Quick flight.
Because
Yeah.
for me, I always want to go to Europe.
Oh yeah.
And that's just me, and I think it's because I study art history.
Yeah.
I studied art history for a year, but not only that, I love history. I love world history. So it's always like want to go see these like museums and buildings.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is for me with Europe. You know, because it's so old world.
Well, in South America, what is happening is they're trying to live in smaller spaces, and just the living conditions are different. So for me, you know, I'm really liking looking at that architecture, trying to figure out how I can bring some of those things over here. Yeah, over here. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about, because they have a lot of shared living spaces and things like that. So that's what I like to see it. I like to stay off the grid and not in hotels, just so I can kind of get a feel for what's going on.
So have you been to Costa Rica?
I have not.
Okay.
But I need to get there,
Okay.
soon. I know it's so random that I've been all over Mexico and, so many places, the Bahamas and Turks and everywhere, but not Costa Rica, Puerto Rico.
I think that's on my radar for this year. I think I'm going to try to get that box checked, Costa Rica.
I think that's going to be a good time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that's going to be real good. The one place that I think I really, really I need to get to is Belize. I haven't been to Belize in a long time.
Okay,
I need to
I
get
haven't
over
been
there.
there.
Yeah, Belize, quick trip from Houston.
Yeah, I'm all about these non-stop flights. Yes. Come on. Give me this non. I don't mind being on that long. I just want one plane. I don't want to be laid over.
That's what you want.
Connection, all that stuff.
And everybody needs to realize Spirit is not bad. It's cheap. It's not horrible.
Last night, before we closed, I was on a conference call. I'm on the part of this thing called Stocks and Stilettos.
Yeah.
And we're an investment group to learn, because African American women, we're the most educated group of women. We have doctorates, PhDs, and masters and all that, right? We're the fastest group of women who are becoming entrepreneurs, but we're the smallest group of women who invest in stocks, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm a part of this group called Stocks and Stilettos. Anyway, they presented Spirit last night as a stock to buy.
Yeah.
Because Spirit is growing so much as a company.
Yes.
And, they're just constantly reinvesting in it. So shout out to Spirit. And I will fly Spirit. I have no problem with it. It's a bargain. Because if I can get me 3 tickets for the price of 1,
boom.
Spirit, here I come. But
That's
thank you,
all I'm
Marlena.
saying. You are so welcome. Thank you for having me.
All
I've
right.
enjoyed this.
Good. Well, until next time, I'm Nikita Ross, the Fearless Female. Bye.